For years, Herman Webster Mudgett, better known as H. Holmes, had crafted a double life. To the outside world, he was charming, intelligent, a self-made businessman who had built a 3-story hotel in the heart of Chicago. To those who stepped inside his murder castle, he was something else entirely. A killer without remorse, a man who turned architecture into a tool for slaughter, a master manipulator who played God with human lives. The 1893 Chicago World's Fair had been the perfect hunting ground. Thousands of visitors flooded the city, many of them young women looking for opportunity. Holmes, with his sharp suits, inviting smile and promises of employment, seemed like a man to be trusted. But trust in his hands was a weapon. Behind the walls of his castle were hidden chambers, airtight rooms, soundproof torture spaces, and chutes leading to the basement, a place where bodies disappeared into vats of acid or were stripped to the bone. He had fooled employees, investors, and even law enforcement for years. But every empire, no matter how carefully built, eventually crumbles. Holmes's unraveling didn't come from his murder castle or the missing women. It came from his greed, from a life insurance scheme gone wrong, from a single act of betrayal that led police straight to him. And when the truth about H. Holmes finally came to light, the world saw a horror far beyond anything they had imagined. Holmes had always been one step ahead. He had conned insurance companies for years, faking accidents, forging documents, and collecting money off fabricated deaths. He changed names, moved from city to city, married multiple women without divorcing, and kept up a life of deception so tangled that it was almost impossible to track. But even the best liars make mistakes. By 1894, he was running out of money. His World's Fair scheme had ended, and his murder castle had become more of a liability than an asset. More than one person had started asking questions. Investors who had been promised returns on their money. Families of missing women who had last been seen in his company. Law enforcement agencies who were finally connecting the dots. Holmes knew he needed a new scam, a bigger con, one that could keep him ahead of the law and put a fortune in his pocket. This was when he made his fatal miscalculation. Holmes had an old associate, Benjamin Pitezel, a man who had helped him with some of his past schemes. Pitezel was a desperate man, easily manipulated, and Holmes had one final plan in mind for him, an insurance scam, bigger than anything they had done before. The plan was simple.